Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel, we take a look at different stocks and map out their support and resistance areas on the chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock. It's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell it. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. Also, I provided a link in the description for Webull. We will be using their software today. You could use that link to start an account, and you will get, I think it's 4 free stocks now if you start an account and deposit $100. I also provided a link to Robinhood. If you would rather use that platform, you can use that link and start an account and get 1 free stock. Okay, so before I get into the video, just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 different videos a week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so you get notified of every new video that comes out. Okay, so with nothing more, let's get into the chart. Today we are going to be looking at Starbucks. It's currently trading at $103.91 on the day. It's down 67 cents today. Starbucks does have earnings coming up, I think, next week. I'm not sure exactly the day, but it does have earnings coming up. So we're just going to map out real quick the support and resistance for it. So let's start at the bottom here. I'm going to start down here. It looks like at $60 is where I'm going to put my low for this one, and we're going to work our way up on this chart. Okay, so I'm going to look for resistance coming off of my $60 down here. I'm going to grab another line here. And let's see where I can find that. Looks like right around in here, coming off of that low at $80 is where I find my resistance right here, where the price action bounces down. And it finally comes over here, breaks through that resistance, going all the way up here. Let's grab another line where we find our next resistance. And it looks like we could find it right around this area here at about $90. So I'm going to drop my line in there for our next resistance. Let me just move that up a little bit. There we go. That's better at $90 right there. As you could see, we had a little bit of resistance here. Before COVID hit right in this area here. So that's a good resistance that we have there for our former $80 resistance, which is now our support for this one here, our $90 one. Okay, so going up, it looks like we're just going to go ahead, mark off our high right here at 107.75, so we'll just go up to 108. Somewhere around 108 will be our high for the chart. And we're going to go down. That's going to be our high. And we're going to go down here, find our support for that one. It looks like down in here we have some support coming off of that resistance up there. So we're going to drop that in at 100. As you can see, the price goes up, hits that 108 resistance, and drops in here, and it's been bouncing in between those two areas, ever since it hit that high. Okay, so that's our chart right there. Let's zoom out and take a look at it. It's pretty good there. Now, the one thing that's kind of, does scare me about this chart here, if you zoom, let me zoom in for you and take a closer look at this. As you can see right here, as I zoom in, it does have a little bit of a gap right here. If you could see this area that's shaded in here, that's a price gap. And that's where the price kind of jumped up. Let let's see, that's at about, it went from 95.50 to, right around 96 somewhere. So that's a little bit of a price gap. That does kind of scare me because price gaps do have a tendency to go back and correct themselves, usually on a chart. But it looks like this was a while ago, so that was back in November. So I don't think that's anything to worry about. I don't know if it would drop down back to 96. But you never know, because those do have a tendency to correct themselves and fill themselves in at some point. So you have to watch out for that. If you do see that on a chart, that's always something that kind of worries me, is seeing a little bit of a price gap like that. But other than that, our chart looks good. Everything looks nice. We have pretty good support and resistance for this one. The price prediction for this, we have our high of 108 approximately. With the earnings coming up this week, I'm expecting, if they do beat the earnings, I would say that, this stock could move probably around, break through that 108 resistance, 110 area, and probably move up to around the 120 mark sometime this year probably. And, if they don't beat earnings, which is a possibility because it has been a tough year for, food and beverage companies, restaurants and stuff like that. We could be looking at a drop below this resistance here at 100, which could possibly cause this gap to get filled in if it does drop below that $100 resistance right here. So that would be something to watch out for this week if they do not beat the earnings expectation. So, that's my price prediction there. I feel pretty good about that. So if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you could be notified of every new video that comes out. We will be doing 3 a week. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and see you next time on Chart Stoppers.